Hi everyone, I'm Dan.
And I'm Dan.
Welcome to this special episode of Danopedia, where we're going to tell you 3 movies that you must watch this week on Netflix. Starting with number 1, Death Note.
Death Note. Now, there are 2 versions of Death Note, both available on Netflix.
Yeah.
One is the original anime manga version, and the second one is the Western remake.
And you're probably thinking right now, Dan, which one do we watch? Watch them both.
Both of them, obviously. You've got the
Yeah.
whole weekend. You're
Yeah.
not going to be doing anything else.
Yeah.
You just want to Netflix and chill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, Death Note, for those of you who don't know, is the name of a demon that haunts a diary.
No, the demon's not called Death Note.
The diary is called Death Note.
I think the note...
No.
Hang on.
The demon's got a Japanese name that translates to Death Note.
Ryu...
Yeah.
something. Alright, anyway, so there's a demon.
Yeah. The demon haunts the diary, and you can effectively write the name...
Whoever's name you write
yeah.
in there, they die.
They die. So and everyone's like, I'm not going to use. I don't want anyone to die. And then, like, as soon as someone just like bushes past you in the hallway and annoys you, just John.
Yeah.
And John dies.
And it gets you in kind of in the most base sense. I think if you just write the name, then the person just offs themselves. They just jump off a building or something.
Yeah. Or they get hit by a bus or something.
But it gets like really fancy with it. So you can put the time, the day, the method.
Yeah.
And you can put all that in, and it's basically the machinations of a young boy who seems really, really intelligent, who gets his hands on this Death Note, and he starts getting really funky with it.
Yeah, and the cool thing I think about it is I've watched it a few times now, and when you start to really watch it hard, you realise that actually this may not be even a real demon. It may just be a problem with his mental health. and that's one of the premises of it. Is it deals with some quite difficult subjects with people: mental health, bullying, suicide. With great power comes great responsibility. All of those sorts of things. They're both quality watches, and they're both worth doing. So this weekend, if you get 4 hours spare, Death Note and Death Note.
Yeah, but you got to be a grown up.
Yes,
aimed for the kids.
Yeah, this is not a kids film, even though it's a cartoon. It's not a cartoon.
So moving on to another death, the death of Stalin.
Yeah, movie I have not seen.
And you're going to watch it this weekend.
I'm going to watch it this weekend. Yeah.
The Death of Stalin is a movie by Armando Iannucci, who's brought us such classics in the past as Alan Partridge.
Aha.
And it's about the, I'm going to say the word again, the machinations.
Machinations is a good word.
Yeah. It's about the people around Stalin, the sort of upper echelons of the Soviet government after Stalin dies, and how they kind of cajole and twist their way into power in the power vacuum that's left behind after Stalin dies. It's a comedy, as you'd expect from Armando Iannucci. It's got a stellar cast in it, including, but not limited to, Rockhound.
No idea.
He was a fireman. He was a
fireman.
He's got little eyes, and he did Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you. Yeah.
That geezer. Rockhound from Armageddon, I'll always know him as.
Right.
It's also got the dad from the Bluth family from Arrested Development.
Right, okay. Yeah.
It's also got Paul Whitehouse.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah,
of the Fast Show fame.
Of course.
It's also got...
Go on, Amy.
It's got so many others. Anyway, brilliant. Lots of amazing British character actors and American ones. It includes one of the most amazing Yorkshire accents. So everyone, that's one of the things, is you'd think that everyone would do sort of rubbish Russian accents and sort of accentuate it. No, instead they're like, right, let's go save Soviet Union. And they all just speak in their sort of natural accents rather than do anything hammy. So the American actors, like Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
They all do.
Why didn't you say Sopranos?
Yeah. They all do their natural accents in it, which kind of adds. It means that it's not sort of detracted from because of like hammy accent.
I always wonder that about language. Like, you know how we speak English, but there are many different accents. Is there one in like Russian or French or German that sounds exactly like Yorkshire?
You sound like a Yorkshireman. Going to Gulag.
If you're French, German, Russian, anything, and you speak any of these languages, tell us.
Yeah.
Are there Yorkshire accents
in your language?
In your language.
Yeah. So anyway, Death of Stalin, must watch this weekend. Amazing film. You'll really have a good time with it. It's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
So the final film that we have lined up for you, I haven't seen. So tell us about it, Dan.
Oh, I loved it, and it is one of my favourite comic book heroes, anti-heroes. He is Hellboy. Now, Hellboy, as we know, is Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
No longer. He is the geezer who plays the copper in Stranger Things.
David Harbour.
David Harbour. Absolutely brilliant in it as well. Much darker, much gorier, much more action. The whole thing's banging. It's got Lovejoy in it as well.
Lovejoy?
Lovejoy's in it.
Hold up.
Yeah.
And it's got Big Mo.
Big Mo. Yeah, it has got Big Mo. Big Mo has a cracking cameo. 2 crack cameos in it, actually. I'm going to need to see ID, please. She's the gatekeeper.
We got Danapedia trivia incoming. You know that Big Mo is Gary Oldman's little sister.
Yes, I did know that, yeah. Because I saw it on Graham Norton.
There you go.
Yeah. Absolutely cracking.
Bit of Danapedia trivia. So, interestingly, and I remember this, Dan, Hellboy, it didn't do well at the box office, and it didn't do well critically
and
either.
I don't understand why, because it's absolutely banging. The critics are often wrong about these things. Yeah. Basically, we're going to... Every year at the Oscars, we see this happen. And also, do you know, it's like the whole Joker thing. This is Joaquin Phoenix's best performance ever. Yeah. It's not. It's his second best performance.
What's his best performance?
The Master, which is coming to Netflix this year.
The Master's pretty good.
The Master's quality is really good. And Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
They play off each other very well. But back to Hellboy. Absolutely, yeah. If you like a gory CGI, absolute laugh out loud. There's a great scene where Hellboy fights 3 giants.
I'm in.
After he's been the subject of an assassination attempt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's brilliant.
So he's already annoyed.
Yeah, he's a bit like, you know, he's got that sarky humour anyway. But yeah, the whole thing, the CGI's quality, the gore's good, just the right amount, quite a lot, but not too much. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's definitely worth watching.
So that's our third recommendation for this week. You need to go out and you need to stay in and you need to watch Hellboy on Netflix. So, if you've made it this far of the video,
you're a true Danapedia fan.
Well done.
Thanks very much for joining us again. I hope you like this episode. We're using a slightly different format today, but we thought we would change it up. We don't want to stagnate, do we?
No, we're going to keep growing and changing and evolving and getting stronger and faster.
Yeah.
And harder.
Yeah, better, faster. Yeah, we're going to become
harder, better, faster,
become $12 million worth of man. But thank you for joining us. If you like the video, please, obviously, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If you are new, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for supporting the channel. We will see you again in a couple of days, because we're going to throw out as much content as we can this week.
Okay. Bye.